What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, back with another action figure review. Super stoked. In front of us, the all-new DC holiday figures from SpinMaster, with the addition of something special extra for my friend Adriano. The new 9.5-inch blue Beetle is here. I have not seen him in the U.S. yet. My friend happened to get this for me while visiting in Brazil, so that's how I got a copy early. Hopefully, he'll be available soon at Family Dollar or Kohl's, or who knows where he will pop up. But this is a really cool one, and I can't wait to get him out of the packaging. See how he scales with a 12-inch counterpart. See his wings open. The UPC here for you if you need it. This 9.5-inch scale is a really good one, and I'm really excited to see how he stacks up with the rest. The rest of these guys, they are all $10 a piece. I got all of them at Target, Target.com. They go in and out of stock pretty frequently, so you gotta favorite them, check them, let the app notify you when they come in stock. $10 a piece, pretty exciting. I wish we had more news from Spin Master at this point, November 2024. I kind of feel like we're not going to get any more figures for the rest of the year. The new line, Metals, is already hitting online with promo images, but I don't think any of the toys will come out until next year. If we get some in time for Christmas, that would be great. I have a feeling we won't. Anyways, you guys, let's get into it. So these four figures are all repaints. This is a reuse of the original Superman sculpt and Joker sculpt. Batman and Robin are newer, some of the latest sculpts, and they're all just repaints for the holidays. So very interesting design with the candy canes on the side. And then you got this little to from here. They all have this to from, so that is pretty cool. On this side it's just a bow and a Batman emblem, and then if we flip over to the back side, you can see Superman here and the rest of the figures. It looks like the hats are just a nice cloth material and they all come off probably pretty easily. There is Superman's UPC if you need it, and that's about it there. The same thing goes for the rest of these guys, so I'll just show you them, give you the UPC. They definitely don't like to stand up. I got some Red Hulk hands supporting them there in the back, but Batman does look pretty cool. Reminds me a lot of the McFarlane version. They did a couple of them. They did one with the red outfit and one with blue as well. Here is Batman's UPC if you need it. I wish we would have gotten something new, at least one new figure with the holiday wave. I don't know why we didn't. I believe Robin, yeah, he does have red hair, so that is really interesting. Kind of a callback to Jason Todd, even though this is the Tim Drake Robin from Future State. Nevertheless, still very cool, very exciting to have some new repaints. Joker, I think, definitely makes the most sense. There's a lot that surrounds holiday Joker, so it's pretty cool, especially Batman in the 90s and the episodes that they did that were Christmas themed. So this is really cool for me, and this one probably is the one that I'm most excited to have. There is Joker's UPC. All right, you guys, we're going to get these figures out of the packaging, dive on in, take a closer look. Again, these guys were $10 each at Target, and you just got to keep an eye on them when they go in and out of stock. Unfortunately, they don't ship unless the order is $35 or more. So if one happens to go in stock and the others don't, I wouldn't wait on the order. I just place it right away, or go in store and find them. Sometimes they have them in the nerd section by the electronics. Sometimes they're just hanging out with the rest of the Spin Master figures. So you may have to do a little hunting this holiday season. All right, you guys, we got our figures out of the packaging. They look fantastic. Let's dive on in. All right, first up, taking a look at Blue Beetle, a fantastic figure in the 9.5-inch scale. I think he looks fantastic. I really do like the way this guy looks. The comic book accuracy is all there. He's definitely got the New 52 and Rebirth vibe going, and I think he looks great. As far as articulation goes, it is standard. I'm very happy that the wings do move on this figure. Very nice. I had a hunch that maybe they don't, but the wings move. His head moves at the neck peg. His arms move, and he does have articulation in his wrist. Very happy with this figure and the way he turned out. I think he looks great. He's really almost one for one with the 12-inch counterpart. We'll have to do that comparison here shortly. But the wings do move. There's a full range of motion, and they do look really nice. Out like this is probably how I'd like to have him displayed. He can help out the Justice League fight Darkseid, so that is super exciting. Yeah, he's probably going to fit in really nicely. I think mine is a little loose on that neck peg, so that's how we have that movement there. It's probably not supposed to move. Full 360 there at the shoulders, full 360 at the wrist. So that is nice. And we have nothing in the legs. It's all just solid plastic and no peg holes or anything in the feet. And you can see it says 2024 Vietnam, and there it is, S24 2024. When we'll get him in the US, I don't know. It would be cool if we got him by Christmas. That would be great. So we'll have to see how we do there. All in all, very happy with the 9.5 Blue Beetle. He looks fantastic. Next, taking a look at Superman. This one is a very, very nice piece. I am actually really impressed with this figure and the way that he looks. His cape is a nice soft cloth goods, and we do have the white S logo back there. All in all, just really well done. Very nice, very simple, but I think it looks really good overall. On his backside, it is just plain for the most part, so nothing else there. But again, I really do like that cape. It looks great. It makes you want to rebuy this Superman, the standard version. I haven't bought one since like 2019, I think, was when we first got this guy. Overall, I think I really like this figure a lot more than I thought I would. The cape is a very nice, soft cloth goods. It's not that like weird, like papery textured material that we got with the first release of this figure. The hat is nice and soft, and it does come off very easily. And that is our standard Superman sculpt. Basically, there's no yellow. Instead, we now have white, and his boots are wrapped like a Christmas present, basically. So that is pretty nice. The white S on the back of the logo, or back at the cape for the logo, does look really good, very sharp. And then there's nothing else going on back here, just simple standard stuff. And then we do have the same thing here with the boots. So that's about it for Superman. All in all, a really nice looking figure with the same standard decent articulation in his head and his arms. Definitely no changes there in any of that. As far as the quality goes of this figure, it feels pretty much the same as the original. Maybe a little bit lighter, maybe not so thick plastic in the chest, probably hollow. But other than that, I'd say that's about it. He can hold his hat like this. You can just put it there. So if you don't want the hat on him, you could just do this, and should fit a little finesse or finagling. There we go. There you go. So there is Superman. He is ready to deck the halls and save the day. And yeah, all in all, really good. I've never really felt too strongly about this sculpt overall. I always felt like maybe Superman's a little bit on the slender side. Something about his face sculpt to me just wasn't quite right. I really prefer the Mattel one from True Moves, the last one that they made. But hey, if you're a Superman fan, a Christmas Superman figure, I cannot think of when we've ever gotten one. So here he is, and very happy to have him. Next up, taking a look at Holiday Batman. Here he is. He looks fantastic. I love the big Santa coat. This is our future state dark detective Batman, redecoed with the big coat, and I think he looks fantastic. A very, very well done figure. He's got the green grapple gun. He's got his boots decked out like a Christmas present with wrapping, and he's got his Santa Claus hat. I only wish maybe his scarf would be painted red or white or something like that. We really can't notice it there painted black, but overall, a very nice looking figure. This would be the third version that we've gotten of this Batman. There's two others previously that came out this year. The hat does come off nice and easy. Unfortunately, this head sculpt does not really give us too much articulation in the neck. Very little side to side. Again, here is the collar piece or the scarf that I wish we would have gotten painted in a different color, but oh well, still very nice. And we've got our rebirth gold trim here. They cannot seem to let that go for some reason. So we'll see. Eventually, maybe we'll finally stray away from it. But yeah, all in all, it does look really nice. Very good figure here. Definitely a sturdy one with a lot of plastic, a lot of weight to him. And this is a little bit softer plastic for sure. So if you needed to sit down Batman for whatever reason, it's a little bit more doable. I'm thinking it's definitely going to be tough, but maybe in the Batmobile, if you needed to put him in there, you could, and it would easily, go in there since it's such a soft plastic. So, anyways, limited movement there with the head. The shoulders come out about this far, forward and back, full 360. Bend and twist at the elbow. Of course, full articulation in the wrist. Nothing in the waist, even though you'd think maybe so. There's nothing here. Legs very hindered with how far they go out due to the jacket, but they do go forward. Also hindered by the jacket and the belt, and the knee does bend, so that is nice. All in all, a really good figure. Really happy to have this one. The hat is easy to take on and off, so that's definitely a plus for me. And he looks a little grumpy, but he does look pretty awesome. So very happy to have this guy. Next up, taking a look at Robin. This one looks fantastic, and I am so happy with how he came out. His boots are not a present or wrapped up or anything, but his boots and his gauntlets do have a really cool paint deco. Splotched white paint that looks like snow. I think it just looks awesome. All in all, a really well done figure. He looks fantastic. The white paint on this figure definitely pops, really stands out, and all in all, it just looks really nice. You can see the paint deco here on the gauntlets with the white splotches, and on the boots. It just came out so nicely on the front and on the back. They really didn't cut corners there. Very happy with how this guy came out. The green hat does come off nice and easy, and wow, that is some bright red hair. And why red hair? The only callback that I can think of is Jason Todd. In one iteration of the story, he had red hair and dyed it black in order to look like Dick Grayson and look like the first Robin. So, but this isn't Jason Todd as a redhead. This is Tim Drake as a redhead. So, very, very interesting. But all in all, a really nice looking figure. He might be my favorite out of the bunch as far as the paint deco goes. Side to side, he can look nice and easy, up and down just a little bit. Arms come out only about this far, hindered by shoulder pads. They do go forward and back, full 360, bend and twist at the elbow, and there is a twist at the wrist. The legs come out about this far, they go forward. And do they go back? No, not at all. There's a bend at the knee, and that's about it. Why am I biased to why this figure is cooler than the others? I started to think more and more during this articulation thing, and I'm thinking maybe it's Young Justice. There's some episodes there where they have like Arctic gear and white decoed outfits, and it looks awesome. So maybe that is what I'm thinking about. All in all, this Robin figure does look great. I am so happy to have him. Next up here is Joker. He looks great. I really do like the deco on him. Everything is different. The gloves are a darker green. The purple is even a little bit of a different shade, and I really do like the red jacket and the bright purple hat. The execution on this guy, fantastic, and I think this is what a holiday figure is all about right here. Christmas with the Joker. All right, so taking a better look at this figure and really going into the callback here. Funny enough, McFarlane just released theirs, a re-release from the DC Direct version from Batman Animated Christmas with the Joker, and you can see there are so many similarities between these outfits. So SpinMaster was thinking about Batman Animated when they decided to go with this deco. Overall, I gotta say, I really do like the representation of Joker here. And it just looks really good, really simplistic, but very nice overall. And a great reuse of that original sculpt. I think it came out really nice here, very simple. Yeah, great, good. Man, ordering online, you do not get to pick what your figures are going to look like. So I'm really happy with how mine came out. This hat is very hard to take on and off Joker's head, unfortunately. He's the only one that has that issue. I think it's just because of his hair, the style and shape,
and then the points in the back kind of make it tough. Yeah, and his hat is a little small, but you can do it. It just takes a lot of extra work and finesse and finagling. So yeah, Joker does have standard articulation. His head barely moves up and down, side to side is good. Shoulders are way hindered here by his jacket. There's a bend and twist at the elbow, of course, full articulation in the wrist. Nothing in the waist. Legs come out about this far, which is pretty good for side kicks when he's got to get the Joker, when he's got to get Batman. And yeah, all in all, not too bad. The legs don't go back at all. Joker versus Joker. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Man, I thought we were going to get that in Joker 2, but alas, we did not. This guy does look great, though. Very happy to have him, and the green hair really complements his green vest. I did not realize that. All in all, a great piece. For a Blue Beetle size comparison, here's our new 9.5-inch Blue Beetle figure in the middle here. We have the 12-inch on the left, and then we have the movie deluxe version over here on the right. You can see that they all have the scarab coming up from behind their backs, and they all look really, really good together. Interesting to see how different but similar the movie version is compared to the comic book version. And these guys look like big brother and little brother, honestly. It is almost really, really close. Definitely the same sculpt, just modified. Same thing here with the 4-inch scale. Really nice to finally have these guys together. Hopefully, we'll get a 6-inch version soon enough. Next, here's a look at our new Blue Beetle 9.5-inch figure with some other figures from the 9.5-inch scale. And of course, our deluxe Darkseid from the Batman Superman set. These guys look fantastic together. Really, really interesting to see here. I feel like some of these are a way better representation than their 12-inch counterparts, Aquaman, for sure. The new 9.5-inch is absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really hoping we get more in this scale. A box set for Christmas with maybe a couple new figures would be incredible. So my hat's off to SpinMaster for these. They look fantastic. Next up, here's a Superman size comparison, our new holiday figure with some previous counterparts. We have the standard one from SpinMaster right here, the deluxe from SpinMaster, and the previous one from Mattel, which is still my favorite over here on the right. All in all, these guys look really nice together. If you're a Superman fan or a collector, you're definitely going to need the new holiday figure. And just so you can see the difference in the capes, this one is a nice soft cloth goods material, and this one is that like vinyl, kind of like paperish almost material, and it looks good. It looks bright and shiny, but I think this is definitely the way to go. Smooth and easy, durable for playtime, and all in all, just much more, I guess, nostalgic feel for me. Next up, our holiday Batman. Here he is with his previous counterparts, all from Future State, Dark Detective. That is what this design is based on. We have our first release and our second release. Looks like our new one, our holiday one, is the only one that does not have short sleeves. So very interesting. Really cool to see these guys together. And of course, there's our original first Batman from when Spin Master first got the DC license. So these guys look fantastic. If you're a Batman fan, you're definitely going to want to pick this one up. Next up, here's a look at our Holiday Robin with his previous release, his first release, and of course, the old school one from Mattel that I really like. They all look fantastic together. Really interesting to see these guys side by side. This one is Damian, this one is Damian, and these two are both Tim Drake. So, really cool to have these guys together. Really interesting to see the red hair versus the black hair and just what a difference it makes. It is striking. Really, really cool, and definitely an awesome variant to have for Robin. And next for a Joker size comparison, here's our new holiday figure with his previous counterparts. We have our first release from Spin Master, our deluxe release from Spin Master, and our latest one up until now, the Heath Ledger Joker. So really cool to have these guys side by side. They look fantastic together. If you're a Joker figure, this one's definitely going to stand out on your shelf. Really interesting to see some slight but key differences. Looks like our holiday Joker actually has darker hair, darker lipstick, darker eyebrows compared to our classic Joker, who is brighter colored. So very interesting. Kind of tough to pick up on camera, but in person you'll definitely be able to see what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. Our holiday DC figures are $10 each at Target. And of course, we have our Blue Beetle 9.5-inch scale. I hope he'll be available soon for everybody in America. Kohl's or Family Dollar, wherever he is. If I find him, I'll definitely post him. I haven't even seen the Aquaman widely available yet.
But definitely check out the video for that if you're looking for the 9.5-inch Aquaman. I'll leave a link to that one in the description as well, so that way you can find him. You guys, likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, they've been phenomenal. Thank you all so much for all of the support on the channel. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're going to pick up or pass on these guys, what you're finding online and in your local areas, I'd love to hear from you. Definitely check Target. Definitely check your collector spot or nerd spot. That is where these DC figures are hiding, the special holiday ones. My collector spot happens to be in the back of electronics, kind of near the Christmas holiday stuff. So it makes sense where these guys are. Definitely check your local area. They might be out there, they might be hiding. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Brandon. As I find more new cool and awesome stuff, I'll be sure to bring it to you right here.